Hello, it's Alison, and here I am on day 100 of my 100-day challenge to do a Facebook Live every day, the last day. And I've written out a whole bunch of stuff that I want to say, so I'm going to apologise in advance to say that I am probably going to read this because there's so much I'd like to say. I want to make sure I don't forget anything, and it's the last one of this 100-day challenge, so I really would like to make sure I say everything I want to say and don't forget anything or regret not saying anything. And there's Mark. Thank you so very much, Mark. I keep seeing your name come up, so thank you for joining me today. So I'm going to read my notes, I'm sorry. So way back on the 13th of August this year, I saw Michelle Poler give a talk to the Health and Wellness conference I was attending in Nashville. She'd set herself the daunting task of facing fears for 100 days. These fears range from posing naked for an art class, I wasn't going to be doing that, jumping out of a plane, wasn't going to be doing that, jumping off a cliff, skydiving, and she ended up on her day 100 of doing a TED talk, all about the fears that she'd faced. And she saw fear as the one thing holding her back from living the best possible life. Thanks, Donna. While I sat and listened to her, I thought about what it was that was holding me back in my life. And I think there are many points in life when you reach a crossroads, and I felt that this year I'd reached another. And there was no way I'd be setting myself the same task as Michelle, as I said, but there was one thing that was holding me back from moving forward in my business, in my life, in my life really, and that was this fear. There's a challenge that comes up in Rank Makers. I'm involved in this Rank Makers training. There's a challenge that comes up quarterly, and that I'd missed it twice because of fear. The main component of this training involves doing a Facebook Live every day, and I just didn't sign up for the 2-week challenges each time because of fear. According to Michelle Poler's definition of fears, those I felt were in her cultural category, those of embarrassment and rejection. What would people think if I went live on Facebook? How would I cope with making a mistake that was out there for all to see? And why would anyone want to hear what I've got to say? I decided to plough through that fear and do it for me, not for the views, not for the likes, not for the loves, or for the recognition, but for me to conquer the fear of living in an ever-decreasing sized box of comfort. So what was the worst that could happen? Well, I had to turn that around as well, and I had to think about it as what was the best thing that could happen. This was going to be a journey, and it has been. So I started off in Nashville, buoyed by the support and encouragement of Lois, and back at home here in Florida, I built my confidence in my daily lives. Each day I pressed the live button. It wasn't necessarily easier than the last time. The first few weeks were rocky, to say the least. And those people I'd worried about being embarrassed in front of, they were the people who approached me and said that they'd seen me on Facebook and, congratulating me for my for doing Facebook Lives. I was told that the challenge would change me in ways I'd never imagined on day one, and that is so true. The thought of pressing that live button just seemed so simple. It's been way more than that. I've begun a journey in continued learning. It's broadened the subjects I feel are pain points for us all. It's given me more confidence when speaking generally and also in public. And remember that fear I had of hiding behind this accent? So it's been a great conversation starter. It's a talking point outside of Facebook. And I've connected with people I'd no idea were watching. And ultimately, we all want connection. It's how we as humans are wired. It's why we're here. So I thank you if you've joined in today for the very first time to watch a Facebook Live. I thank you if you've joined a few times along this 100-day journey. And I thank you if you've watched every single one. Thank you so very much. Yikes, here I go. As I said on day 10, by day 90, oh crumbs, I am quite emotional, a habit becomes a lifestyle. I don't think I'll be stopping because I've really enjoyed it. I just may not be joining you on Facebook Live on a daily basis, although who knows. I'll try to continue to bring health, wealth and wellness information to share with you, and I really look forward to the next time. Bye for now. Take care.